Hello and welcome back to Smart Extension Services. Today we are going to dive into something that every dairy farmer needs, a cost-effective and nutritious 100 kg dairy milk formula that boosts milk production and keep your kettles healthy and productive. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or running a large-scale farm, this video will help you save money and get best results out of your feeds. So let's get started. The first step in feed formulation is assembling all the feed ingredients that we have. Like in this case, we have different feed ingredients. As we can see from the camera, we have the wheat bran, maize bran, lime. The one that I'm going to show you here, this is toxin binder, and this one is dairy premix. We also have the fish meal and fish meal, that is we used omena. So omena was divided into two parts. There is omena 1 and omena 2. All these ingredients, after assembling them, you start doing weighing. After assembling all the feed ingredients, the next step is weighing the feed ingredients. Like in this case here, we are weighing the maize bran. So we weigh 50 kg of the maize bran. So the next feed ingredient that we weighed was wheat bran, and we weighed 35 kg of wheat. You will notice that maize bran and wheat bran will provide energy source to the feed, this feed that you are going to make. So back in your mind, you should always remember that energy source compose around 70 to 75% of the total feed ingredients that you are going to mix, and then protein goes around 20%, and the remaining percent goes for the minerals, premix, and vitamins. So in our case here, we had maize bran, wheat bran, and omena, lime, lysine, and discipline. So I will show you the next ingredients that we are going to measure. So this one was wheat bran that we weighed 35 kg. So 50 for the maize bran and 35 for the wheat bran. This will make 85 kg. So you'll see here the next amount of feed ingredients that we are going to have to make 100 kg of the dairy milk. The next feed ingredient that we had measured was the protein sauce, and the protein sauce that we used was soya bean meal. So we have two different source of protein when making dairy meal. We can use animal-based protein sauce or plant-based protein sauce. So soya beans falls under the category of the plant-based protein sauce. Up next to the fish meal. So the fish meal, we had weighed around 2.2 kg of it. So far, when you check the total quantity that we have measured 50 kg maize bran, 35 kg wheat bran, 9.2 of soya bean meal, and this now we are measuring the 2 kg of the fish meal. So the fish meal falls under the category of the animal-based protein source. So we have, as I've mentioned earlier, we have a plant-based protein and animal-based protein. So these two protein differs in terms of nutrient level, and also at the market they differ in terms of prices. So while choosing protein, consider the nutrient level and also the prices. The next feed ingredient to measure was lime, and we had measured around 2 kg of it. And I know you'll ask why use lime. Lime provide a good source of calcium to the animal, and also it acts as a buffering agent, and also it improves the feed digestibility. The next feed ingredients to measure is lysine, and lysine is a essential amino acid, and we had measured around 0.1 kg. So to keep you on track, so far we have measured 50 kg of the maize bran, 35 kg of wheat bran, 9.2 kg of soybean, 2 kg bone meal, 2 kg omena, 2 kg of lime, and now we are measuring 0.1 kg of lysine. So a total will have 100.3 kg of the dairy meal, and this dairy meal, when given to the livestock, will boost milk production, keep your animal healthy and productive. So we are in the most interesting part, that is the mixing time. All the feed ingredients that we have measured, we are going to mix them uniformly to get a perfect mixed dairy meal. So you start with the first feed ingredient. You can either put it on the floor, but make sure the place that you are mixing is very clean and dry. So you pour it on the floor, spread it as it's been shown here. Make sure you make a uniform spread that make a first layer of which on which the second ingredient will be put on on top of it to make another layer. So each feed ingredients is being poured on top of the other to make layers. So after putting the second feed ingredient, you also make sure you gently spread it on top of the first feed ingredient to make a layer. Use a shovel to make the work easier, or yeah, the most commonly used equipment is a shovel. Do it gently as it's been done here to make a perfect two layers for the feed ingredients. So the next feed ingredients you took, put it on top, make another layer, and then the next step that follows is now mixing. You can scoop, making a side heap until, and while scooping, make sure that you scoop and then you put on the tip of the heap that you have already formed. So to make work easier, we used two shovel and made two heaps so that we made the mixing easy and faster. So let us see how the mixing is going on. So scoop gently, making sure that all feed ingredients are mixing uniformly to get a perfect mix, and to make sure all the feed ingredients are perfectly mixed to each other, so that there's no portion whereby there's more of other feed ingredients than the other. This process of mixing can be repeated several times, like twice or thrice, but to make a perfect mix, you can repeat it several times. So the more you mix, the more you get a perfect mixed meal. And that's it for today's video. I hope this 100 kg dairy milk formula, you find it insightful for your dairy farming journey. If you have learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe and share with other fellow farmers. Got question or you like to see more content of this? Drop a comment below. I'm here to help. Thank you for watching Smart Extension Services, where farming meets knowledge.